So here we're looking at a Ford Toploader transmission. It's from the ID tag, which is over there. It says it's from a 68 Mustang or Cougar. It's a wide ratio. Even got the shifter. We bought it off a gentleman for $100. It is going to be going into Derek's 67 Mustang that we pretty much restored, well, not restored, but rebuilt a couple years ago, and it hasn't seen the road yet. We're almost getting it ready to be drivable. But this is the last piece. Right now it has a 3-speed in it, so we're going to put this in, and we just got to change the rear end gears and do a couple little minor things, but it's all painted, all the bodywork's done, all the sheet metal's done, and you've probably seen little clips of it here and there. It's got a 347 stroker in it that we rebuilt by ourselves, that is, no machine shop. So we're just gonna take the top end of this off just to see if any gears are broken or anything like that. It seems to shift fine, but we're just going to take it off the top and inspect it. Okay, so we're just unbolting the top. This is the first time it's been, well, we've looked at it. So we'll see what $100 gets us. It looks like a transmission to me. I don't see any chipped gears. So far it looks okay. So we've got everything moving good. There's not much oil in there, and it was a little dry. So once we got everything moving, all the gears moved nicely, and all the synchros worked good. Hard to do this with one hand, but everything works. That's third and fourth. There's first, second, okay. Everything looks good. We'll just clean up the case. Might paint it. And polish the arm, and then it's good to go. We found this little gem. And from the case ID number, it's from a 77 or 78 Ford. It's a Toploader, but it's a 3-speed with a overdrive. So we'll keep this for a future project. We just took it apart and just to compare to. But yeah, everything works on that one too. This one's got a 36 spline. And that one's a 24 spline.
Alright, I think today we're going to put this 4-speed in Derek's Mustang, so we're going to do that. We went through it all. I'm not sure if the guys made a video on it or not, but we went through it all, made sure all the synchros and everything are in good shape. Everything appears to be good. And we just gave it a paint job and cleaned it all up, but it seems to be pretty good. I think it's from like a 1968 Ford Mustang-ish. I'm not really up with Fords or whatnot, but it's a top loader and it seems to be good. It even came with the original shifter and everything works. So we're gonna go install that today. We just came back. I mean, it may look like a bunch of junk, but I got some doors for my Henry J. But they all have like the regulator, like all the cranks and everything else. So I was missing those on mine. So 20 bucks a door, can't go wrong. Score. But I guess now we gotta start moving crap around. We got his truck to move, my truck to move, this thing to move. You guys will see in an upcoming video, new winter beater. Don't be a hater. And I'll move this crap out of the way. And these are what the parts are for my Henry J. I was actually able to find a rear glass window for it, and this is going to be like a long-term project, but it'll be, I'm going to start looking, maybe start working on it next year. But it needs everything, and it's going to be a long-term project. I'm thinking about maybe radiusing the wheel wells out. It already has a Ford 9-inch in the back, so that'll be the plan, but I'm just slowly finding parts. Parts are actually hard to find out here. There used to be a lot of them kicking around here, but of course now that you have one, you can't find anything. So yeah, we're going to start moving some of these things around and go park that car in the shed. So yeah, stay tuned. Here's the keys for the Honda.
One last car to move before we can move the actual Mustang that we're working on.
All right. Oh, fail. Yeah, I gotta go on the inside. All right, you can cut that out. It's actually locked. Oh!
Flat tire.
Flat tire?
But those aren't the tires that are staying with it, so. And a low tire.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get the air tank.
And the mini bike.
Easy there.
That tires up.
Man, it's like a barn find. Or a garage find.
Yeah, we can't call it a barn find.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to get anybody's...
So now if it was in that building, we might be able to get away with a barn find.
Barn find stationary engines in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's go get an air tank.
I'm no better.
Yeah. I suppose Kevin, I'll give you $5,000 for this.
Well, you did. You offered me a little more than that.
Yeah.
Better if it'll stay there.
He offered me 15.
80?
Yeah.
That's a fair price for a family price.
It's too much for Kevin.
Yeah, I know.
If it was a 6-cylinder car, yeah.
I know, even just a regular V8.
Yeah. Oops, that's not good.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, here we are working on the 67 Mustang, changing the transmission over. We've got it front end jacked up with nice heavy duty jack stands. Kevin's just grabbing wrenches to pull the drive shaft out. I'm gonna go underneath and see what I need to pull the cross member and unbolt the tranny. Cobwebs.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Frame connectors.
Oh no.
The exhaust still needs to work, but there's a scatter shield. Headers. Oh. Looks like
Now, Bob, what do you do?
couple bolts there, couple bolts there.
Cool, Bob?
That should be it.
I think he's gotta go do something.
Hey, we got everything pretty much loose. Speedo is off, the drive shaft's out. These nuts are off. The don't know if I'm aiming it correctly, but these bolts, they're just sitting in there. We got the 4 bolts hold the tranny to the scatter shield. They're loose, so we just gotta jack up the tranny, release the cross member, and then undo those bolts and pop it out. It's just that easy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Okay, so there's the new transmission. That's the old transmission. The speedo on this old one's on that side. This one's on that side. So we're gonna have to find out if the speedo cable is long enough to wrap around the transmission. And we found out that there's a slight bit of damage on the splines there. So we've been filing just to get the drive shaft in there.
And they're both the same.
And they're both the same spline, so that's not the problem. But it is going in slowly, but we're working on it. That's the price you pay for used old stuff, but he's doing it.
Mm-hmm. I'll give a thumbs up. There you go.
Now we're just gonna blue ink it and slide the shaft on it and see where it's hitting and where we need to file it. Okay, we finished filing up the splines. The drive shaft slides in there nice now. We've cleaned up all that. That's all ready to go. We've test fitted a spare clutch on there. It works, and a spare release bearing on there. It works. We've swapped over the tranny mount. That's all working, all good. So it's ready to go back in, except for there's someone lying on the dirt over there. Oh, you playing video games. Alright, let's go. He-Man. Alright, so the transmission is in.
Nothing gets by you.
Yep. Don't have the drive shaft in. We're gonna get a rear seal for the transmission and put that in. But other than that, a few little things left to do on this car, and then he's not gonna drive it.
Too much power for me.
Yeah. But now we're just gonna go, maybe go for a cruise. Not in this. No, not this. I'm tired. So, what do you say?
If you like what you see, like and subscribe. I'm not even sure, I'm tired. But yeah, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Vroom vroom.
Guess what? It's 5 o'clock in the evening and he's tired.
That's bad.